Welcome. We're glad you're here. We're glad that you're joining us for another session of Beacon Zora. It's good to have you all back. It's good to see y'all turn in and chatting and having some fun. We're hoping to have a good time today with our sixth session. We're moving along. It's kind of surprised how fast we got to six sessions,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's cool. I'm hoping this keeps going, and we keep having a lot of fun with this. So, welcome. Uh, we have a couple announcements. First, we're going to start off with Rachel giving an announcement. Go for it.
Hi. Okay. We are having a 50 followers giveaway. So as soon as we reach 50 followers, all the people that have liked us are going to be entered into a raffle drawing, and the winner will get a commission from me. I've drawn all the pictures you see up here. If you would like to enter in, then please follow us and share with your friends so we can get more followers, and then someone can have a win soon. I can't talk very well today, but you get the picture.
I mean, we're getting pretty close to 50. We're very close.
We are.
So, yeah, if you guys want to share this with anybody you feel like would enjoy it and who would be interested in winning some art, go ahead and share it, and we'll get there shortly. So yeah, follow, and hopefully you won't miss out if you do it quick. um, Also, Rachel, you had something else you were going to say you're going to do during the week, remember?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I have been trying to stream my art during the week. So last Thursday I streamed for a while. Had a lot of people. It was super fun. Everyone kind of watched me draw kind of the week's sessions picture. I want to do that weekly. I'm kind of aiming for Thursday, kind of later afternoons or like 3 to 5 ish. I will definitely be doing that again this Thursday. And I like you'll get a notification on here. I also on my Instagram at Pit 400 Art, I'll put up a notification too that I'm going live. So yeah, come hang out. It's really fun.
Yeah, it was a good turnout last time you did, so it was a lot of fun watching and
Yeah.
chatting with everybody. It's a good time. Um, and then yeah, typical things when we play music, we're gonna play some Arcane Anthems music because he so kindly provides free RPG music for the D&D community. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and check out his Patreon where you can find it all there, and it would be great. It's a great thing to have. I got them all downloaded on my computer. Super good. So yeah, I think that's all we have for today. So I think we're ready to jump into our session. Um, Recap from the last couple weeks. You guys are out on a mission given by Willis Shaw, uh, the head of a department in Spire. He'd given you this mission. He tasked you with going out and finding two scavengers that had gone missing that work closely with him and provide him with materials and finds that they have. Two are named Calvin and Melinda, and you set out into the outskirts of the city, which is a dangerous area, pretty much abandoned, besides potentially some dangerous creatures or dangerous people, and began your search out there. So after some run-ins with a nice lady named Helen, you traveled south farther, and you eventually discovered a wheelbarrow that was overturned with some supplies, some monitors, different things that looked like what scavengers would be after, and followed a blood trail into a home where you found a body that was being eaten by Dractos. These nasty winged creatures, and you fought them off. It was pretty nasty fight. I mean, it got a little touch and go there for a little bit, but you guys overcame it and looked the body over. You discovered it was likely the body of Calvin, and you found some supplies in his backpack. And the next morning, you set off on a journey to find Melinda Renan had some sort of vision that connected him in his search um, to find Melinda, and you eventually made it to another house where you heard some banging and some strange creatures uh, making some noises, and you found in the basement these creatures, fought them off, and you found Melinda was in a closet down in the basement in a side room off there. And you defeated these monsters and freed her, and that's where we left off. So we're gonna pick up there. You guys just she just unlocked the door because she had it barricaded from the inside, and she just looked up with you with this desperate look, and she looks like she's very weary. She looks very happy that you're there, but also injured in a little ways too. So, what would you guys like to do?
I think I'll like hug her and just be like, I'm so glad you're alive. I really didn't know if you would be. What are you doing out here?
Raya, and she'll hug you back and just kind of look at you and look to the other two and say, "Well, I mean, I'm just doing my job. Didn't Things went bad though."
What happened exactly? Do you know?
So it was a couple days ago. We were Calvin and we were out. Calvin's my partner, by the way. We were out looking for supplies, and I mean, we're making our way through each neighborhood and trying to find things. And at one point, I was in a house just searching through some things, and I heard him yelling, and I ran outside and I saw him running into a house across the street from me, and there were these two figures who were wearing these dark cloaks with their hoods up, and I couldn't really see too well of them, but one of them was going after him with a dagger, and the other one had a bow, and they turned and they saw me and they began to fire at me, so I started running, and they chased me for a little ways, but I found this group of those creatures, and she points behind you to the things that are all over the floor behind you. Um, we call them goblins. I saw a roaming group of them, and they started chasing me, and I ran into this house, trying to find some cover and maybe a place to hide, but the floor was so weak it just gave out, and I fell down here into the basement, and I injured my leg, so I crawled my way into this room and barricaded myself in, and just hoped that I could be found or something. I'm so glad you're here.
I mean, I'm too. And can I look at her leg? How bad does it look? I'm not a healer or anything, but
Go ahead and give me a medicine roll.
I don't know how good I am at medicine. Let's see.
Join in with that as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
One you
Actually,
can roll with advantage, or
you can roll with advantage, Renan. I'm not good at medicine, so
Okay.
I don't know anything.
Natural 20 plus 1. So
Woo! So you're like
21.
laser beamed X-ray eyes into my leg, and you're like, new.
Yeah, I've been like half listening this whole time, but like focusing on like her demeanor and stuff like that. But if Raya's like starting to look at it, he'll say, "Your leg's looking pretty bad."
yeah.
Like, I don't know if there's any other details for it.
I mean, you look at it and you guess that it's likely broken. She likely broke one of the bones down in her shin area.
I don't know how much this is gonna help, but we can try, and maybe we can grab some wood and tie up your leg and make a little splint for it. But trust me, this doesn't hurt. And he's gonna walk over and
Get ready for some glowing,
I'll do.
I say from the back.
Just kind of look over, a little half smile. Yeah, it's gonna glow a little bit, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds around her ankle.
Okay. So you watch as your hands begin to glow, and you put your hand where her injury is, and the room begins to light up a little more than just your dancing lights, and the leg kind of stiffens a little bit and kind of begins to right itself, and she winces a little bit as it looks like the spell is kind of setting the bone a little bit in her leg, but it looks like it's mostly back to normal.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if that was gonna work.
Oh, awesome! I kind of want to just like break my arm and have you heal just for fun, you know?
No, let's not do that. Mel, listen. What happened to your friend back there? We found him. Do you know what happened to him?
Is he all right? You found Calvin?
No, he's not. I'm sorry. But something was odd about how we found him. I need to know if it's, I guess, something we need to be aware of going forward. His bones were missing, like someone had cut them out.
What?
Do you know anything about that? Have you seen anything like that before?
No, that's awful. What? His
I'm
bones
sorry,
were
I know.
missing? All what?
I would have said it more delicately, but I need to know if this is a creature or a person that could still be out here. I don't want to run into them, if possible.
Was it those cloaky guys that you're talking about?
Yeah, do you know if it was the goblins?
No, the cloaky guys. Those were different, right? Were they like, wait, were they little like the goblins, or were they big like
No,
a
they were like
a
people.
person?
They were like people.
Did they communicate with you?
No, they just started attacking us.
Did you notice if they seemed organized? Like, did they seem like they were intelligent, I guess?
I mean, when the one saw me, they started chasing after me and shooting at me with their bow.
Do you know if they had a V on their face,
I couldn't see their faces.
like at all? Okay. Because like I don't know. Do you ever run into the actual like group of rejects around here?
I mean, I've seen them from time to time.
Like, do they ever wear that?
I've never seen them wear that.
Like that sneaky. Okay.
I know you have a lot of questions, Raya, but I don't know how secure this house is. Maybe we can find a safer place.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, are these goblin things like they're bad, right? Like it's okay that I kind of made one's head explode because I don't know how to feel about that. I didn't think that I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh yeah, they're nasty. I mean, if you run into them, they're gonna attack you and they're gonna try to kill you. They're awful.
Okay.
Oh, that's good to know. All right.
Is
They're
there
not really intelligent creatures. They're just
I mean,
monsters.
I know they have little community things they set up, but they're awful. They're just these savage, nasty creatures that attack anything that's not them, and they're
Okay.
awful.
Or they're foreign. They're stuck in a land that people can't understand them. Acting out in self-defense.
Okay.
But probably not. Probably not. Yeah, probably monsters. No, yeah.
I think
Let's
it's
get
okay.
you a splint.
Yeah.
Run and walk away to look for a splint.
Can I kind of like see if there's anything kind of important that these goblins had? I would avoid the one whose head I exploded though.
Okay. So both you two can give me investigation rolls.
13.
Okay.
And
10, you said?
yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, the split thing isn't too hard. There's lots of pieces of broken wood around here and crates that you could kind of break apart to get some wood for that. So you find some stuff and you're able to bring it over to Melinda. Karis,
Yeah, like
Karis, you go and you start looking through these bodies, and these goblins don't look like they carry a lot of valuable things on them. It's mostly patched together, like pieces of metal that they kind of construct into armor, and these blunt instruments, and they kind of have nails through different pieces of it to have spiky edges on them, and it's very crude and put together how they outfit themselves, and you find like little pieces of bone on them and little teeth kind of in their pockets, and just gross stuff. It's nothing that you would likely want to keep.
Okay. Yeah, so I probably like reach into a pocket and like find a tooth, like, oh, okay, I'm done. Can we go now? Can we go home, please?
Yeah, I think we should. Mark, what time is it right now? Like daytime.
So it's pretty early in the day. You guys got up early, and you kind of, I mean, you took a little bit of time to make Renan's shield and build that, but it's probably about 10 right now.
And if we could gauge, how long did it take us to get to this point? Like, if we wouldn't have stopped, or wouldn't have, like, do we know? Do we have any idea?
It will likely take you 2 or 3 hours to get back to where you came from. The nice thing is, like, you were searching before, so you were going at a much slower pace. But if you just walk with purpose, you'll probably get there fairly quickly.
Pick it up. Okay, I'll help. I'm gonna see if, like, I guess I'll ask Melinda, like, can you stand on it, or can you put any pressure on it? Do we need to carry you?
And then after Renan helps apply the splints to her leg, she'll slowly start to get up, put a little weight on her leg, and say, I mean, I can walk. It feels like I'll probably take it easy, but I think I can do it.
Hey Mel, can I call you Mel? That's a cute nickname, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. You can call me
Okay.
Mel.
Mel, did you happen to see any like whole groups of rejects around here?
No, I didn't see anybody like that.
Okay.
And she'll kind of give a side eye glance to Raya at that point, and then look away quickly.
I'll be like, not her.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying. Obviously.
Melinda does not have a reject symbol, or does?
Melinda does not have a reject symbol.
How old does she look?
Melinda looks to be late teens, early 20s, you'd guess. She's a little older than you, Karis.
Okay.
I'm going to, like, prop her up and, like, put her arm around my shoulder and, like, kind of, like, help her, like, walk, I guess.
Okay. So, yeah.
Hey Mel, do you need to get all your cart of tech? Will Mr. Shaw still want that? Because it's still on the road.
Yeah, we can. If you guys are okay with that. I mean, I don't know how much help I'll be, but if you guys wanted to help push some of that back, I lost my backpack too when I was running. There was some, like, when the goblins saw me and they started chasing after me, one of them jumped on my back and they were holding on to my backpack, and I had to let it go. And it's got some important things. So if you guys saw it on the way in, that'd be something I want to pick up before we leave.
Do you remember where that happened?
Yeah, we can walk back the route I ran to the house.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Hey, did you get an injection because you work for Mr. Shaw?
What? An injection?
Yeah.
We'll explain on the way. We have some questions too. Let's head up. And so I guess I'll start, like, heading her towards the stairs.
Okay.
I, like, as we're walking up the stairs, I, like, lean over to Ren. I'm like, hey, does she look like how you dreamed she would?
I didn't really see her face, just kind of her laying on the ground, like, facing away from me, but yeah, I mean, I think it's her.
Oh my gosh, so this moon lady's legit, huh? Like, legit.
he laughs a little bit and kind of with a smile and confidence. He goes, "Yeah, I think she's legit."
Wow. Awesome. So around the
Um,
stairs.
Yeah, seeing Raya probably struggling with her sister up the stairs and stuff, Renan will probably try and take the lead in front of them just in case we do come up across anything else. And like, just since she's, like shouldering her sister just to try and like use their guidance, but still kind of like be in front of them as protection in case we come across anything.
Okay. So Renan takes the lead. Um, Raya, you're helping your sister up the stairs, and then Karis at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she gingerly makes it up the stairs, and eventually gets up to the top with everybody, and you all are there. And she'll just kind of direct you through the yard, and just I forgot about the fence. Could try to get over it, I guess.
Is there does it look like there's a weak spot in the fence we could like kick down, or like is there anything?
How did we get
see.
in?
You had to hop
We
the
climbed the
fence.
fence? Good, okay.
It's just a little short chain link fence that you guys hopped over.
Is there any like tear in the fence, or does it look like a weak spot I could like kick in, or no?
I mean, you might be able to kick down a post if you tried a little bit, but it's hard to tell for sure.
Mark, while she's doing that, can I kind of keep an eye out for these cloaky people or more of the goblins or
Sure.
anything like that?
Roll perception.
10.
Okay. So you will keep your eye out.
I might be distracted.
I'll look at I guess
can-
Renan and be like, hey, do you want to hop over first, and then we'll kind of try and like help her over.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you two work
I'll hop
together,
over.
Yeah.
and you're able to get her over pretty easily. Just kind of lift her over the top, and you end up getting on the other side just fine.
My -2 strength.
I was gonna say I have -1, so we're making it. We're very weak.
I mean, she's pretty small and scrawny, so it's not extremely
Not
difficult.
horrible. And everything. Can I check if everything looks clear? Like, can I see anything that looks creepy or weird?
You can also give me a perception roll.
Woo! Okay, we're gonna see how I do. Ooh, hold on. We got That's where my perception is. 21.
Okay. So you're keeping a lookout, and she's leading you, and she eventually gets to a spot, and she says, "I think it was here I dropped my backpack," but she's looking around, and she can't find it.
Can I look too?
Yeah, and you're looking around. You don't see any backpack.
Those goblins would have taken it? Other goblins?
I mean, they might have. I heard them come and go from the basement. Like, they kept coming in and out. So
Yeah.
there's more.
How long
potentially
ago? How long ago was that? Do you remember?
that they attacked me?
Yeah. How long ago?
It was 2 nights ago.
Oh
okay.
no, you've been there for like 2 days now?
Yeah.
Are you hungry? Oh, I don't know if I have anything. Dang it. We gotta find.
I mean, if you have food, I
Actually
wouldn't mind
thinking
taking.
about that.
I
I
had
wasn't
some.
sure if we had food on us or not.
I had some in my backpack, but
Can I give her one of the health tablets?
sure.
Okay, I'll give her one of those.
I just be like, oh, where'd you get this?
It was the old woman.
Miss Helen.
Helen?
Miss Helen.
You
Yeah.
guys saw Helen?
Uh-huh.
We did.
She's so nice.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. She's really nice. Yeah.
She gave me a tour of her house.
I had some of these in my backpack too, but yeah, she's really nice.
Yeah, she told us that she knew you, kind of. Or she helps any scavengers who were just sort of in the area. She said she'd lived here for a long time. Did you know anything about that?
Yeah, she's been here. I think as long as everybody else has been here.
How did you end up working for Shaw?
Well, I don't work for Shaw. I mean, I work for myself. I just sell stuff to him.
How did he?
Oh.
Does he recruit a lot of scavengers?
Yeah, I mean, he's really interested in buying good finds from people. So if we find really good stuff, we can take it to him. So I mean, Calvin and I worked together, and we sold a lot of things to him. I mean, I was able to save up enough that I was able to buy these super cool goggles that, like, it makes it so I can see in the dark. But I mean, those
Where'd
are
you get them from?
the Spire. They built it, and they call them night vision goggles. So it helped when I was in a dark place that I could use those instead of using a light or something.
Oh yeah.
Brennan's taking it out his book
Yeah.
and writing the name of that down.
I was gonna say, I really need those.
Actually, I pull out Calvin's goggles because we have his stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, this was your friend's goggles.
Oh yeah. Those are just regular goggles, though.
Oh, they're not fancy ones.
No, I was able to save up for the fancy ones.
Do you want this though?
Yeah.
If you guys were friends.
I mean, I'd take them. And she'll grab them and kind of put them over her head, and they're up on her forehead now.
They look pretty cool.
Yeah. It's really sad what happened to him.
I'm sorry.
Have you? When I was, I guess, out here, I saw a body like that where the bones were gone. Have you ever seen that before?
No, I've never seen that before.
Have you heard of it? Like, any rumors of anyone coming across anything like that?
I don't think so.
So okay,
We're
so
really out in the
you.
open right now.
Okay, well we can start walking if we can't find your backpack. I mean, we have a phone too that was your friend's, so if you're worried about losing that, you do have this one now, I guess.
Yeah, I lost mine.
Want to look through the house? We didn't check the rest of the house.
I can really fast. Do you want me to? I can just run in.
I mean, sure, if you want to.
Okay, I'll just like run in and like check every room.
Okay.
Just in
Hey,
case.
we'll go with her.
I'll stay out here.
Okay, so Raya,
Never
you're with
split
your
up?
sister, and
Yes.
Renan, you go with Raya, or with Karis, I mean.
Yeah, I kind of look back and like, are you two gonna be okay?
I just nod.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure she's okay.
Good call.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, Karis, give me a, we'll go investigation.
Slow down. Wait for me.
What? I'm trying to be fast.
Could be more of them.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, so you begin to make your way into the house and look around. As you are going through, you notice that some of the floor looks pretty rotten and gross. And then you definitely can see like a hole in one of the rooms where it looks like Melinda fell through. So you have this instinct of like, this looks dangerous to kind of walk on all of this. So you just scan more than anything, then move through all these rooms, and you don't see anything though. You don't see a backpack.
Okay.
Not any tracks of where these goblins would have been coming in and out from. Is there like another set of tracks going to somewhere else? Like have a bird or another location?
You can give me a survival check.
Yeah, his best stat. Yeah, that's a 3.
Okay. You don't see any tracks.
Yeah. Are you done, Karis?
But yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Unless you want to like go stomp
Alright.
on the rotten floorboard. Just kidding. Don't do it.
Yeah, no, let's not. Oh, ow. Sorry, stop sign didn't fit through the door. I gotta turn it. Anyways, yeah, okay.
So while you are alone with your sister Raya, she looks to you and says, "So, I mean, do you work for Shaw now? Is that how you came out here for me?"
Well, yes and no. For is maybe a term that is a little generous. Basically, I was taken out into the desert. met up with some rejects, and they gave me this injection, which apparently was property of Shaw. So now I'm property of Shaw. And I'm working for him unless I want the injection taken away, which could probably kill me. So yes and no.
And what's this injection?
Honestly, I don't really know. I was taken out by some skull crushers. They basically just took me out to the middle of the desert to die. I was tied up and about to die, and these rejects found me. So they just gave me this injection. I didn't have much of a choice, but I don't know. Apparently, it's supposed to give you powers. It gave Karis powers, and even Renan. He found you just through visions, which is strange. So they all have powers. I don't know what mine is yet. I don't even know if mine worked, to be honest.
Huh. I mean, do you feel okay?
I mean, yeah, I feel fine. I feel normal, honestly, which was strange.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. How long have you been out here for? I haven't seen you in a long time.
I mean, since since I got hurt, or since
I mean, how long have you been scavenging for?
it's been a while. I mean, the
Um,
gardening life isn't for me, you know.
yeah, I know that. How is everybody back home?
I mean, Dad's always busy going to work with brothers, and Mom got sick a while back, but it got really bad, and it got to the point where we went to the Beacon, and um, we had to get her healed that way. So,
Is she okay?
I mean, she's better now, but yeah, she got pretty sick for a while there.
That's good, I guess. That she's better. Are you doing okay out here? Are you making? I know you say you saved up money. Is it pretty dangerous, or was this the only time that it got really dangerous?
I mean, it does get dangerous, but I'm usually like sneaky enough that I can hide if I need to. Most
That's
of the
good, I
time,
guess.
most of the time it's just some Dractos, and you just gotta kind of wait till they go away.
Well, I really didn't expect to find you out here, honestly. When Shaw said people were missing, I didn't realize it was you at first. But I'm glad we found you. I'm sorry about your friend.
And where have you been though? Like, I know Mom and Dad aren't really too fond of you coming around, but I mean, how come I never see you?
Um, I mean, honestly, no one's really that fond of me being around, so I just sort of have been, you know, uh, just staying out of trouble as best I could. I was in the city for a while, but then, like I said, I got taken away, and yeah, here I am now. So I really just tried to stay out of everyone's way.
Yeah. And at that point, she looks over, and you can see Renan and Karis coming back. And
Cool.
she'll just kind of stop talking at that point.
Nothing. Sorry, Mel.
Okay, I guess that's fine. And she looks really disappointed, but
What was in there that was like you really need?
I mean, I had my goggles in there. I had there's this like really fancy ointment that you could put on wounds, and it healed you up really quickly. Like, I don't know how it happens, but it's pretty cool. And,
That does sound cool.
I mean, my phone was in there. I had my light in there. I had some health tablets in there, and I mean, it's dumb, but I mean, when we get to go through house to house, I've been collecting like jewelry from the old world. So
Whoa!
inside a bag of jewelry that I had in their collection, like my favorites.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I couldn't find it
Mhm.
anywhere.
I'm not really good at this stuff, but one of you see any tracks that go away from here to a different building or a different place from where like she got attacked?
Hmm. Are you good at that, Raya?
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I mean, are
But
you
we're
good
not-
at looking at tracks?
Oh, I don't know. Am I? How would that be considered, Mark?
That's survival.
Survival. Uh, I'll say I'm okay. I can give it a try. So I should do a survival
If
roll.
we wanted to take a look, you know, to try and find her backpack, to you
Okay.
guys though.
I'll do a survival roll, Mark. Is that okay?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. 5.
Yeah,
Apparently, I'm not good at looking for tracks.
I mean,
I just kind of look around. I don't see anything. I'm sorry.
everything's so overgrown and it's hard to tell. So, looks like you guys have
Hey,
no trail to go on.
Melinda, what about the map that we found of Calvin's? Would that give you any sort of
Oh
clue?
yeah.
The map, you got Kelvin's map.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he put notes on there. I mean, I think he marked off where the goblins are known to be around.
I think he did.
And I don't know if Renan had it last, but I'll hand it to her and also say, did he write anything on here since the last time you looked at the map?
Let me look and just kind of scan over
Sure.
and yeah. I know he's always taking notes about where he finds different things on here. But yeah, I mean we're right here. She'll point kind of to the location that you guys already found, and she'll point up to the danger part. And she says, "I think there's goblins in this part."
Okay.
Really not in a place to necessarily fight, so I don't know if we're able to get your bag back right this instant. But
Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to get my bag back. It's you guys already got me. I mean, it's more than it's better that I'm alive than to get my bag back. You know.
yeah, I'm sorry though that you lost it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
About these goblins, do they, as far as you know, do they usually stick together as a big like den, or do they kind of stay together as like little trios and little groups separate, like what we found?
I mean, I don't go near their base where they're known to be, so I don't know if it's like a bunch of them in one spot or how that works. But I know when we see them out, they're in groups of like 3 to 5 or 6, typically.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I got a good licking from those goblins earlier myself, so I mean, I'm not in the best of place either.
You did glow, though. Did you notice that? Like, you glowed a lot.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, I just kind of
Your
we.
blade glowed, and your markings glowed, and your eyes glowed. That was so cool. It was like a flashlight for a second.
You know, okay. Flashlight's never been the thing shaded with my power. I might have to start thinking about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just felt stronger for a second and just felt the blade strike true. My good.
Yeah. Okay, well maybe
Anyways,
maybe we can maybe we should just go then.
Yeah, let's head out.
Thanks again, you guys, for coming for me. I mean, risking your life and everything. I appreciate it.
Raya was super worried about you. She was really worried. I mean, she acted all cool, but I could tell.
I just kind of look. Yeah, of course I was worried.
And Melinda
I'm
will
happy
give
you're
a,
safe though.
Melinda will give a little kind of like small smile to that.
Okay, let's head back. I'm sure your dad will be worried about you, Karis.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, let's go. And it's like she just remembered and she just like immediately like books it towards the direction they're supposed to go.
while we're walking, Renan's gonna be looking out for those green plants that Helen was asking us just to keep an eye out for.
Sure. All
And
right.
by the way, we're getting the wheelbarrow, the thing of
Mm,
Okay.
tech for
other
her.
stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So Raya, you're helping carry Melinda. Who's taking the
Hmm.
wheelbarrow when you get back there?
Yes. How are we gonna do this? Is that gonna work out or no?
Just one person needs to do a wheelbarrow.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Unless you've heard of
Do
like
it.
a two-person. Is it a?
It's a tandem.
That's
Tandem
weird.
wheelbarrow.
Nope. One person can handle it.
Okay. All right. Good.
The tire's broken. Just hold it up on that side, Karis. Come on.
Yeah, I want to help look out for the plant too, Mark.
Okay. So who's taking the wheelbarrow?
Renan will.
Okay. So Karis, go ahead and give me a perception roll, and Renan, you can give me one too.
16.
Okay.
This wheelbarrow's a little heavy. I got a 1.
Okay.
Oh no.
Sorry, that fell out. Let me put it back. I didn't break. It's fine. And just like things are falling out. Put them back in.
Yeah. There's definitely a little crack on that screen of the monitor that you dropped out, but
He like puts it face down so no one else can see it.
but you begin walking your way back the direction that you came from. More it's more like a triangle, like the other side of the triangle now, because you went kind of out and then down. Now you're going and finishing the triangle shape. So it's more of a direct route for you. And
Maybe checking to see as soon as we get reception again.
Yeah.
sure, every once in a while you can take a rest from the wheelbarrow and check your phone for reception. You begin your journey back. You walk for about an hour or so, and still no plants. Are you guys trying to be quiet about this too? Or are you
Maybe,
more
like,
in a hurry to get back?
Hurry, but like at least trying to be aware of our surroundings, I guess, if that's possible.
Yeah,
So, like,
I think the whole time we've been doing it where it's like we're trying to hurry, but if we see any danger, like what you just said, like aware of our surroundings, then we like stop.
Okay, so you're being
Sneaky.
perceptive first. So why don't you all give me a stealth roll with disadvantage then?
oh.
18 and a 1.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Yeah, I got a 16 and a 2.
Oh no!
So I got eight total for stealth for me.
8 total as well.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
sounds good. So you guys
Hi
are
ho, hi ho. We're off to work we go.
on your way back. Checking every once in a while. I mean, you walk probably like an hour and then another half hour before checking the phone again. And on that second stop, you do notice you do have some reception again, Renan.
Okay. You guys, we're back in reception. Do you want me to message Sean and ask for a ride to meet us there?
Yeah, and tell him to call James and tell him that I'm alive and to tell my dad maybe.
All right. Yeah, I'll send a message as well, just for them to pass a word to James. Yeah, because I don't have James' number. So yeah, he'll text if I can text something just to Shaw.
Okay, what do you want to send him?
Found M. Request pickup. Then like the second text is PS. Please tell Samo that Paris is okay. Coming home.
Okay. And a little bit later, a short while after that, you get a returned message saying, I'll send for pickup where you were dropped off. Good work. Looking forward to seeing you back.
Relay that to the group.
Okay.
But you begin walking again on your journey back. I mean, you're not the quietest. You got a wheelbarrow to manage, and I mean, every little bump kind of makes everything bounce in it a little bit, and it's very noisy. It kind of rings out, and um, Rye, you're kind of having a little bit of effort carrying your sister, and it's
I can help out if anybody ends up feeling tired. I can either help with the wheelbarrow or carrying Mel.
Oh, I'm fine. It's great. The little sweat beads coming down Redman's forehead.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I gotta just, yeah, same thing. I'm like clearly struggling with my -1 strength. Ugh.
Eventually, I just like take Mel's other arm or something, and I.
I'll say thanks.
so
Imagine Kara's like helping Melinda with the other arm and like one hand on the wheelbarrow, like like pulling it like a parent would, making a kid feel like they're pushing. Yeah.
Oh wait, before how close are we to like the pickup spot?
you are on your way. You still are a little ways out from where you need to be, but
Wait, I'm just gonna kind of look at everyone and be like, hey, maybe I don't know if Shaw knows that we're related, but maybe can we not mention it? I just don't. I still don't know if what the nature of everything, what it entails. So maybe just can we not mention it?
Yeah, Mel,
I
what do
kinda-
you
I kinda
think of
look at-
Mr. Shaw?
I sort of look at
Do you
Karis.
think he's shady?
it's shady. I mean, no, he's really nice.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Just like I said, you just never know what could happen. I just don't know if he has to know that we're related. So maybe let's not say anything.
It's
Mark, how
smarter
much do
idea.
they look like sisters, though?
You look at
Oh,
them,
yeah,
and
that's true.
they look like sisters.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right.
Yeah, so I'll even say, it's pretty clear you guys look really related.
Maybe he knew, honestly.
Still doesn't mean
Okay.
you need to volunteer that information to him. Though.
Yeah. Let's not mention it, but if he asked, you can be honest, I guess. But just let's not outright, talk about it necessarily.
Okay.
Melinda,
Okay.
was he ever somewhat callous or threatening if you didn't do what he wanted you to do? Or maybe Calvin?
I don't work for Shaw. He doesn't
Yeah,
tell
but
me
any
what
of
to
your
do.
interactions with him,
No, I mean,
you never had anything bad?
no. He always is excited to see me. He's really nice. Every time I see him.
He did say that Mel and Calvin were really important to him. Remember?
He did.
He pays me really good too, for the stuff I find.
Does he ask for? Or what kind of things does he like want from you? Or does he buy?
I mean, he likes getting different electronics. He likes to, I think, look and see what's on them. So he likes it when we bring him that kind of stuff. And I mean, the old time phones that they used to have, and different things like that. I mean, cords are another thing he looks for. Sometimes he just wants cords to plug in stuff. So.
Okay.
But I mean, he's really a nice guy. So I think it's cool you guys are working for him.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
if it's cool.
Yeah, they're working for him. I'm just kind of helping. But
But we gotta just look at you. I think you're working for him, Karis.
I mean, do you guys think he's shady?
no, I think he's awesome.
I'll say this. He hasn't been completely forthright with certain information. And we did, at least I, signed a contract saying if I ever wanted to stop working for him, I basically would have to die. So that
Oh,
doesn't make
what?
me
That doesn't sound like him.
Contract?
the contract. Do you remember the contract? We talked about this
Yeah.
briefly.
Yeah,
but
I didn't-
you mentioned it a little bit.
And it said they'd take the serum away, but what do you mean die?
so taking the serum away with a different serum had like a 10% survival rate. So essentially, basically, was a death sentence. Not completely, but probably. So if we ever want to stop our employment, basically we can't, and that would be it. So I just don't know how much I can trust someone who would do that.
And then his face goes a little pale, and you just hear him like whisper, like, "My Lanta, Pops told me always to read this small print."
Yeah. Well, did you? Did you read this one print?
It was really overwhelming. It was a crazy night. I mean, I skimmed it, and he was paying us like what, like 50 a week or something like that. I mean, that's a
No,
lot.
it basically we all have to split whatever he gives us. So I think he said 50 gold per job, so we all just split that right now.
Oh, he looks a
Yeah.
little disappointed. I mean, no, I mean it's still more than I made fishing anyway, but not as much as I thought.
Same. I didn't really feel able to negotiate at that point, but didn't have a lot of ground to stand on.
I mean, 50 gold's a lot, guys. That's a good amount.
It's more than I've ever had in one go anyway.
Just don't know if we're risking our lives, for every job. I don't know how worth 50 gold that'll be, but maybe. I guess it's better than dying. So, or being out in the wasteland.
Saving Melinda's life is more worth than 50 gold, to me at least.
Of course. I just meant in terms of this is our first job. What else is he going to ask us to do? Do you know? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I at least almost died quite a few times. So I feel like,
You almost died?
depending on, yeah. I can't, I could, deal a hit. I can't really take a hit. Let me see that. But,
Yeah, Dracto almost
Yeah, but she took out a lot of Dracto though.
She did.
She's really strong.
oh, thanks. But I just don't know how well equipped we are for some of these. If this is, like I said, if this is our first job, I just don't know if he's going to keep,
And I can make you another shield from stop sign or from whatever the sign is if you want one. I mean, I like it. I think it's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
Thanks.
I think I may just kind of stick with what I got. But thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, nimble. Well, I mean, just regarding Shaw though, I mean, I think he's been very nice to us, and so far, it seems that we've been able to do a lot of good. At the same time, I do get the feeling that Shaw's first interest is to his own research and science with the serum, or it seems like he's super interested in old world technology or artifacts, I guess. I mean, we are his, to say pawns, but we are useful to him right now.
Lackeys?
And that's
I don't
just,
know.
I'm hesitantly excited. I mean, it can go well, but when we stop being useful, how he'll react will say a lot about his character.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, I think. I don't really... I'll trust him for now because I really don't have much of a choice. And it's better than, living out here with no one. But I don't know. I'm nervous to trust him too quickly,
Actually, in your situation, I can understand that.
Okay.
Karis has been following this whole conversation sort of like, she looks almost like half tuned out and half like, she like, kind of the expression of talking about this again. Type of like.
Yeah, and I mean, Melinda's kind of like looking on just with this kind of surprised and thoughtful expression. You guys continue walking, and you feel like you're getting fairly close now to the city. You've been going for a couple hours, and trying to be as quiet as you can. But I mean, you know you're not really being the quietest with all the stuff you're trying to do.
Squeaky, squeaky.
And you 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 keep walking, and eventually up ahead you see kind of the silhouette of a person, and they're walking towards you down the same road you're on, and they're just walking your direction.
What do they look like? Can we see?
Can we see?
So from what you can tell, it's pretty far off when you start to see them. But you can give me a perception roll.
Can I too? Are we all doing it or no?
Yeah, you all can.
8.
High roller.
15.
Okay.
7.
And a 7. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking ahead, trying to see who this is, and Renan, you're the only one who seems to make out a little bit of the detail. They look like they have some sort of backpack on. They look pretty skinny and scrawny looking too. And they're just walking towards you. Both hands on the straps of the backpack, walking your direction. It looks like they're coming from the direction of the city.
Do I get the feeling that he's can see us yet? Or the
You,
person can see
you
us?
feel like they see you
Dang. Okay.
with your natural ones. So
You're right. Yeah. He probably heard us before he could see us. It's not broken. It's fine. Yeah. I'll just whisper to the group. I'll be like, hey, just be ready. There's someone with a backpack coming this way.
Okay.
So you just keep going.
Yeah.
All right. You start walking closer and closer, and are you still like looking at this person intently, or are you kind of like looking around, kind of be like, "Oh, I'm not looking at you," or whatever? Like, how are you trying to play this off?
I'm looking intently.
Okay.
Intently.
So you are just locked in on them. Okay.
I probably wave,
You wave.
like, when we get closer.
Okay.
Just like a, hey.
And Renan, how are you reacting to this?
Casual. I mean, I'm not gonna be threatening, but kind of like the same as Kara's, kind of like the wave, and he'll kind of like do like a nod, just to try and hope that he's friendly.
Okay. So as he starts getting closer, I mean, Karis waves, and Renan, you kind of wave too, and the individual waves back. And now that you're getting a little closer, Renan, you recognize this person. This is one of the older kids who begs in the market. His name's Jeremy.
Okay.
He's like upper teens, not like adulthood, but like he's like 16, 15, something like that. And he's this scrawny little orphan kid who you give food to occasionally in the market. From time to time, you see him begging there. He's got kind of this short, dark, like black hair, and he's got this tannish skin. And he's walking towards you with this backpack on. He smiles when he sees you and waves back.
Jeremy, right?
Renan, hey, how's it going?
It's
You guys
going.
know each other?
Yeah, he's a friend from the market where I used to sell fish from.
Oh.
What are you doing out here? It's pretty far from the city. I mean, you're getting into the outskirts of the city.
I didn't think I'd see anybody out here. I'm on I guess, a spiritual journey, I guess you could call it. I don't know what the right term is for it.
Did you get an invite from one of those prophets of the beacon or beaconites, or I still don't know what they call themselves?
Yeah, I joined the beacon. You can call me Brother Jeremy now.
Other Jeremy. Well, yeah, Renan's kind of holding back a little bit of a grin, but it's still warm and like, wow, okay, well, Brother Jeremy, congratulations, man. That's what made you decide to join.
Um, I mean, it's been a few days since I've gotten a good meal, and I was just getting so hungry that one day I was out eating some old, discarded, rotten, nasty black fruit or food or something. I'm not even sure what it was, but somebody threw away
Yeah,
this nasty
don't touch that stuff.
stuff, and
Mm-mm.
it just felt
Messes with
like,
your stomach.
yeah, I felt like I just kind of hit rock bottom at that point. And I look up and I see the beacon there, and I was like, maybe they can give me a better life than this. And I went there, and they told me to start praying. So that's what I did. I got down on my knees at the beacon there and started praying as much as I could, and trying to do my best to pray and pray and pray. And I mean, I got a little distracted, I guess, but I just kept doing it because they said it would be good for me to find out what Illuminance wants for me. And while I was praying, I had this vision, and there was, I don't know, I just have to call it some sort of angel that was just standing there. It was so bright I could barely see, but I saw like wings outstretched, and I don't know what that means, but I told the other people there what I saw, and they said that it's a sign from Illuminance, and they said I could join them, and they said they wanted me to do a month of solitude and prayer. So they said to go out to the outskirts here and find a place to camp, and to just spend time praying and seeking Illuminance's will. So that's what I'm doing here. Beginning my month out in the outskirts.
Mark, would we know, like, are they, like, known as, like, cultists, or are they, like, actually a respected religion? Like, would we know anything about the deal with them?
I mean, in the city, you're either, like, the Beacon is the central religious sect in the whole community. I mean, everything's based on that. Illuminance is what is keeping the city safe. They wouldn't describe it as a cult. I mean, some people might think of it as a cult because they're just like, oh, that's so weird. But, I mean, in general, they speak very positively of the Beacon.
Okay.
Jeremy, right, Jeremy?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
your name?
Oh, I'm Karis.
Hi, Karis.
Yeah, so, maybe you could camp there's this lady's house. Maybe you should camp, like, kind of there, because if you get too far out, I'd be afraid for you, because we just ran into, like, some Dractos, and apparently there's some cloaked people taking people's bones out of their body,
Wait,
so
what?
you need to be careful.
Yeah, there are some dangerous things out here. I would stay pretty close if you can.
Yeah. Like, I know it seems like there's really, like, not a lot out here and it won't take you, but, like, this place is huge and there's, like, a lot of stuff here. So you just gotta be really careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to be kind of isolated. I'm not supposed to really see anybody, so I'm supposed to stay away and just pray.
Maybe you can camp, like, in her backyard and not talk to her.
They said to
Or
be
I'll,
alone, though, like, no distractions.
Okay, well, like, a block away, and then that way, if, like, some bone-taking out people come, you can just run to her house.
That's what I was thinking. Here, and I kind of point in the direction of her house. Camp somewhere in that area, and if you see the fence, you can just stay outside of that, obviously, or, like, she won't come out and talk to you. I don't think. She's in her own home, but if you see anything, or if you hear anything, or something that you're in danger, you can run to her, and I think she'll help you.
I mean, I'm not that far from the city right now. I mean, what if I camped around here? And he points over to, like, one of the yards and says, "Look, that's a pretty fenced in yard. Like, I can camp there, right?
How
Some of
far
these
away is
houses-
it from the
Yeah.
city?
You guys aren't that far from it.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. That would be
Hey,
okay.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
how about this? I have a small little place. It's really simple. You water my plants for the month that you're out here. Let you stay at my place. It's outskirts enough from the city. Has beautiful walks to the lake, and it's not really surrounded by monsters that are gonna attack you. And I'll find out some other place to stay.
Oh, you can stay with
Maybe I
us.
can bring you some food. Yeah, I can stay with Kara's, and James will probably want me to fight anyway. Anyways, that's not your problem, Jeremy. But
I mean, that's real nice of you, but they said to go to the outskirts and to pray. That's what they said.
Oh, they
for me
said
to do.
specifically outskirts.
it isn't his house like kind of on the outskirts. It was like
You're-
outskirts of the city, and
You're
then there's
in
like
the city
outskirts.
still,
outskirts.
and then there's
Gotcha.
it's more quiet where you are, but you're still in the city.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get like wanting to go on like a different path and stuff. Like I'm right there with you. It's not like there's like a ton of options if you're gonna like do stuff. So I get it. But yeah, maybe just stay close to the city just in case, because there's a lot of really scary things.
I mean, they said Illuminance will protect me out here, and I just need to pray, and he'll keep me safe. And I need to pray to him and see what his purpose is for me.
I don't know anything about him, so I don't really know what to say about that.
I can't really blame you for trying to have faith in something that's leading you to a path, but be
I gotta look at.
careful.
I look at him like, but also, have you ever been out here? Do you know how to fight? Do you know how to like protect yourself?
I mean, I shouldn't need to fight anything if Illuminance keeps me safe, right?
I mean, there's stuff out here between Dracto and bone snatching people in cloaks. I just would be really careful if I were you. Just stay safe, okay?
Yeah. I mean,
And he points back over to that yard. He says, "Are you gonna stay here?"
yeah, I'll stay here. Can you guys help me set up the tent?
Do you not know? But I
Oh
look at
my
him like
God.
very seriously. I'm like, do you know how to set up a tent?
I mean, I kind of know. Maybe you guys can help me though.
We'll probably
Do you-
figure it out.
do you
I don't know
know-
either, but we can figure it out.
Do you know where you're getting food and water? Do you have food and water?
Well, I actually I learned a spell from Illuminance about how I can like create water.
What?
And
Wait, you can do magic?
Yeah.
Me too.
What? That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Wait, show me one.
I
Show me
can-
one. Show me
I
one.
can make water. So let's see. Here he pours out like a water container he has, and then he holds out his hand. And he says, "Okay, watch." And
Okay, watch,
starts
watch.
moving his hands around and saying some words, and all of a sudden, just water just begins to pour from his hand into this water basin he has,
Whoa!
and
Bob, I can't do that.
it just keeps going and it keeps like overflowing. He's like, "Oh boy, this is a lot of water."
I mean, you would be able to water my plants really well with that. I mean, that's awesome.
Wow. Oh, you want to see one of mine?
yeah.
Okay. So I do my sparkles.
And it's just
Very
giving Ryan the
grandiose.
look.
Yeah, I'm just
Over my
looking like.
head.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. Thanks. No one really thinks it is.
So, yeah,
So,
I mean, if you guys are busy,
Jeremy,
yeah, what?
do you get this magic and they taught it to you by like just from your faith in the vision, or were you given some sort of food or maybe like an injection or anything
Say
to get
an
this?
injection?
No. I mean, I told them about the vision I had of the angel or whatever, and I said that would happen, and they said, "Oh, you must be somebody who's important to Illuminance, who wants to follow you." So they told me to go like dedicate myself to him at the altar they have there, and I did, and I was able to kind of just feel that connection to him after that, and
Whoa.
I've been able to do a few spells and things like that since then.
Wow, that's so cool. I didn't know that happened. Like I know people get healed and stuff at the beacon, but I didn't
can
know
heal
just like
too.
anyone could. What? Hey, so can Ren.
Yeah, I can.
You guys
heal.
are twins.
You can heal, Ren.
Ren's giving Karis the look of like, all right, enough.
Are you? Do you follow Luminance too?
I don't know my path yet. But
We got
I
our powers
was-
chemically.
What?
I mean, at least you
He's
guys
looking
did.
at Ryan now too. Yeah.
And let's just say we don't. Okay, we'll help you set up your tent, but are you going to be okay? Are you going to be able to?
Yeah,
You know,
Luminance
make
will
it?
keep me safe.
Clearly.
I just kind of. Okay, all right. And I start walking towards the area he was going to set up his tent, and just kind of like.
How's
Yeah.
Melinda reacting to any of this?
Is she reacting?
I mean, this is a lot of crazy stuff with everyone having powers around her, so she's just kind of like looking on in shock at everything going on around her.
Okay. All right. So this is not
Speechless.
normal to her. All right.
So
Yeah,
when they're
as-
setting up the
as-
tent. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say as Raya was starting to be like, okay, well, where are you gonna put up this tent? Mithron's just like quickly looking at Karen, like, can we just not tell everybody right away what happened to us? It's not common what happened to us. Some people might react really well to it.
Ren. She like pats you on the shoulder. Ren, we already showed all of our powers in front of like a giant crowd of people. So
I know.
It's probably gonna be common knowledge pretty soon.
It might be. But that doesn't mean we have to volunteer it.
Fine.
If we volunteer to the wrong person, they might react in a way we won't want them to.
Do you think
Remember
Jeremy's
what
the wrong
the
person?
guy-
He seems like a pretty nice kid.
I don't know Jeremy enough to know that. He's pretty.
But you guys were like clearly really good friends.
I fed him food when I left the market.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know the people we're telling these things to. Remember the big guy, Callum, called us product. Some people, if they know how we got these powers, they're gonna want to take us or use us or experiment on us or use leverage on us to, do their stuff, their bidding. I'm just saying, just be careful. What you do is amazing. We just need to be careful and smart about what we're doing.
Well, I wasn't the one that said about the injections. I'm just saying.
Okay. You're right.
I mean-
It'd be like pats her again in the same way. Let's help him put up this tent and
Okay.
let's just get back to the city.
So, Melinda kind of just like rests for a little bit while you guys start to work on the tent, and Jeremy starts unfolding the tent from his backpack. And he's like, "Okay,
Just like in the middle of a yard? Like, is it just out in the open?
I mean, you're kind of tucked a little bit behind a house, and there's fences that are around there, so it's kind of tucked in a little bit. It's sort of inconspicuous.
Brandon's gonna focus on trying to get like some sort of leaves or branches to try and just disguise it as much as he can.
Okay.
For him.
I'm gonna help him
That's
actually set
kinda
up the
his
tent.
focus.
I also have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm acting confident about it.
Okay. So you begin kind of getting some tree branches and stuff to kind of hide the backyard a little more, and he's still unfolding it and said, "Okay, so I got this really nice tent, and it's gonna make it so that I can spend time out here. I can make my own water, and they gave me enough food, hopefully, to last for a while. I might need to find some stuff from time to time, but I mean, I'll be fine. I can handle this." And
Totally. You totally got this.
I just look over at you. Be careful, Jeremy. Okay, just be careful.
If you want, I can like leave some food in like 2 weeks or something.
No, it's okay. I'll trust the Lumens will take care of me.
Okay.
And he like gets these posts to put inside the tent, and he hands it off to you, Karis, to help with, and lays it all out, finds the spot, and he's like, okay, so we put the posts in here, and we're good. And then here, there's these pegs, and they help tether it down. So we got 4 of them, and they'll tether down the tent so the wind doesn't blow it away. So I mean, if we all just kind of hold them and stretch them out, we can all hold my tent down. So, Renan, you want to help out with this?
Sure.
So he grabs one, and the 3 of you each grab 1, 2. And you put it into the ground nice and deep so that it stays secure, and the tent looks pretty good. You guys feel like you definitely gave him a nice home for a month to spend out in the outskirts.
Where'd you get this tent?
They gave it to me.
Oh, that's nice of them.
I'm gonna look at Jeremy and be like, Jeremy, what did you plan to do if you didn't find a bunch of us out here? What were you going to do by yourself?
I would have put it up and probably not done nearly as good of a job.
Can I get a read on Jeremy? Can I tell if he's like?
Sure, give me an insight roll.
Is it simple? Is he?
Is he an idiot? I can't tell.
Zealous? Yeah, give me an insight roll.
Let's see.
I'd like to do one as well. Yeah, because I've been wondering if he's just simple or zealous or
17.
what.
17, okay.
A 15.
Okay, you both get the sense that this is a teenager who is
no.
very motivated now because he feels like he has found a purpose in life, and everything's kind of opened up before him, so he's just full of excitement right now.
So basically, Karis.
Basically, Karis.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Karis' first day at youth group.
Look, he also said the youth kid. Casey did.
Got back from summer camp. Let's do this.
So, yeah, he's on a high right now, for sure.
It's like horribly naive. Okay. Can I try, like, I guess persuading him? I'll just look at him and be like, you just need to be really cautious out here. Please just don't be reckless. Be really careful. Always err on the side of caution. Can I try and get that across to him so he takes it seriously?
Roll a persuasion roll.
Okay. I didn't want to. I was gonna try to intimidate him, but.
Oh, if you want to intimidate, go for it. Roll intimidate.
No, I'm gonna do persuade.
Jeremy.
No. I thought about intimidate. Now I was gonna do persuade.
Okay, go for persuasion.
I got 13.
You know what bones feel like being ripped out of your body?
Do you know how that feels, Jeremy? You ever had your bones? Okay, yeah, I got a 13.
13. Okay. So he looks at you and just smiles and says, I mean, I believe the Lumens will take care of me, and if I do get in trouble, I got this. And he holds up like a little dagger. He's like, I can use this to help defend me.
So cute.
No, this is gonna end so badly. Okay.
After Raya's little pep talk, Renan kind of walks over to him once we're all done, and he kind of pulls him off to the side, and he's, Brother Jeremy, hey, I'm happy that you found.
I mean, I guess you're not brother. Right?
Okay. I'm not a brother yet. No, that's not a thing. So yeah, just call me Renan. Yeah, threw me off there. Story. So look, I'm really happy that you've gotten back on your feet and you found purpose. Okay. My pops told me a story. He was a believer about a man that believed in God. And when a storm came and flooded your neighborhood, he ran up to the roof, crying out for the Shining One to save him. And someone came by with a boat. Hey, jump into the boat. We can save you. I said, nah, I'm waiting for a sign. I'll be fine. I'll be saved. Another person came by, and again, they did the same thing. And he said, no, I believe I'll wait. Well, no one else came because the light actually sent the person with the boat to save him. Just remember there's a difference between having blind faith and having faith in the path you've been set on. Be careful out here. I know you'll be fine, but maybe the Illuminance is talking through me and through Raya and Karis. Just watch out. Be careful. I don't want to see anything bad happen to you, okay?
Give me a persuasion roll.
13?
13. Okay.
Better.
And he'll look at you and just say, "Thanks, Ren. I appreciate it. I'll be safe. I'll be okay."
Renan does that thing where, like, like it looks like someone's about to put their hand like up to like the back of your neck and be like the brothership, and then he just slightly slaps him on the cheek, and she goes, "May the light shine upon you." Like, and just walks away.
Thanks again for helping me set up my tent, guys.
Sure.
And I hope to see you in a month, maybe.
Yeah. Come see me fight.
What? You fight?
Yeah.
Where?
The Iron Fist.
Okay, Iron Fist. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Don't worry, the moon will keep you safe.
Do you guys?
As we walk away, I'll be like, we should like check on him in a couple days.
Oh, 100%. We're definitely gonna be checking in on him. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys continue your journey back to the city?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're not too far away at this point, and you get back, you end up where you left the city, and you spot a van that's waiting for you there from Spire. There's a couple of guards who are just kind of sitting out, and they spot you coming in with your wheelbarrow, and they kind of motion over for you to come to them.
So I will come with them, but as we're getting close to the van, I'll be like, okay, I better go. I'm gonna go see my dad. I've been waiting for too long. I gotta go. Fill me in later, okay?
Don't you maybe just want to ride? Don't you think that'll be a little quicker?
What, will they drop me off there? I'm pretty close, aren't I, Mark?
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be like the other direction. I'm just gonna go.
You gonna be okay?
Sure.
Look over at Riot and said, "I'll meet you at Spire Tower."
Wait, you can go. It's fine. It's fine.
The guards are kind of like looking as like you're not coming to the van. It's like, hey, you coming?
Goodbye, and I like push them all.
Okay, so Karis runs off.
Yeah.
Where's she going?
She's telling her dad where she's been, so she doesn't get grounded.
Oh, okay. Are you coming?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. And they'll help load up the wheelbarrow into the back of the van, and get you guys all seated in the back. Raya and Melinda are kind of sitting in the back, and you squeeze into Renan, and the two guards get in the front, and they begin to drive you back through the city towards Spire Tower. And Karis, you run the few blocks that you need to go to get back to the Iron Fist.
Oh, yeah, I'm booking it.
All the way as fast as you
Yep.
can.
Yep.
And you're booking your way back to your home. And I think that's where we're going to take our break for today. So we're going to get back here in about 10 minutes. And go ahead and get a bathroom break in. Get some snacks. We also, during the break, are going to have a question of the day that is going to be on the break screen. So what you guys can do is you can put your answer to the question of the day into the chat, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can put it in the comments down below and let us know your answer to the question of the day. So that will be popping up shortly. We'll see you guys back here in about 10 minutes. So see you soon.
Ooh.
Okay, we're back, everybody. We are back and ready for our second half of the session. I just want to remind everybody, if you haven't already followed us, please give us a follow. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. All those will help us grow and help us continue to build this platform. So we thank you for showing up here. We really appreciate it, and we're glad you are here. And I really like reading all your answers and seeing your guys' interactions in the chat. It's really cool. So I'm glad we're spreading some love of D&D around here. So thank you again for showing up. So we're going to jump back into this second half of our session today. First, we're going to begin with Karis and your journey back to your little home.
Cool.
So you run off back towards the Iron Fist.
Yeah, full sprint.
Full out sprint as fast as you can. And
I also while I'm sprinting, I'm using prestidigitation to like get rid of the bloodstains on my clothes.
Okay. You probably could have done that too on the walk back. A little easier to do when you're walking than running.
Yeah.
But you do your best to clean yourself up and run back to your home, and you eventually arrive back, and at the front door you can burst in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
you're home.
Who's in the bar?
You look around, and the upstairs is mostly empty. There's one of the ladies who works there. She's just kind of sitting and looks up and sees you walk in. And she smiles at you.
Hey, do you know where my dad is?
I think he's downstairs sleeping.
Okay. So I just take off and like run downstairs.
Okay, so you run off down the stairs. As you're running, you run past James's office.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting there, and he sees you. And you hear, Karis, get in here!
Okay. So I stop mid-run. And I turn around. And I walk back up the stairs. And peek my head across the doorframe. Hi. I can fight tomorrow.
That's right, you're fighting tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You're a fighter here, right?
Yep.
What's this I hear about you signing a contract with Spire?
Oh, I don't know. It was something I had to do to get the thing to be in the experiment program.
So you just can run off and do these journeys outside the city when you're supposed to be here fighting?
Well, I don't know about that. I was just helping, because if he's looking for Rodden, I was just gonna help him for a little bit. And then once Rodden's back, then I'll probably be back here.
And Carter is back too?
When they both get back, yeah.
Yeah. They better both come back.
Yeah. I mean, I want them to.
Look,
So that's why I went. Because if all his people are out doing stuff, then I was helping him with something else. So then the faster they do that, the more Carter and Rodden can come back.
you aren't working for Spire anymore. You work for me.
I can't help out? Come on, you know, I can do both.
No, I can't be down another fighter.
If I came back.
This time, you need to be here. You work for me. You're part of my fighting team. Where's your other friend? What's his face?
Oh, Ren?
Ren. Yeah, where's he? Is he come back tomorrow?
I forgot to ask.
Well, he better be back.
I mean, I can ask him. Potentially.
We need our 4 fighters. We cannot forfeit another fight.
I mean, we've been doing it for a long time.
And we've been losing for a long time. We've been losing money for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can ask him.
So I'm gonna tell Mr. Shaw that you are done working for him. You will no longer be going on any missions for him. You will be here full time as one of my fighters. Is that understood?
Well, wait, just till the others get back, right? Then you won't need me. At least as much.
I guess. If you want to see your dad get beaten up again, sure, you can quit on that.
Well, no. Oh, actually, are you busy? Can I talk to you for a second?
What?
Okay, so I'll like go into the room. And I'll be like, okay, here's the thing, James. I want. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So like she looks like she was like ready, like all confident, and then she got kind of nervous as she was talking. I wanna help my dad. Okay. And
Okay.
I heard that he owes you some money, so I was wondering how much he owes you.
Let's see. With you and him and the debt he made for Rodden, it's about. I guess I could say about 2,000 gold.
What do you mean debt he made for Rodden?
Your dad's been taking on Rodden's debt.
What? This whole time?
What, he never told you?
No.
Yeah, he said that as long as Rodden is here after his mom died, he's been taking on his debt too.
Oh, why does Rodden think he has debt then? He thought this whole time he did.
I guess your dad didn't tell him then.
Oh. Does Rodden have debt now? Because of the shot thing? The injection?
No, your dad is taking all of it, he said. He said he takes
All?
everything.
Oh. Okay. Wow, I didn't know that. It looks like her eyes are kind of big, and it looks like the wheels are turning, like everything's connecting. Okay, so 2,000, that's a lot. How much if you win a fight, how much does someone make?
Depends on the level of the fight.
Okay, like how much money did I win
Did you
the other
win?
day? Yeah, 'cause I won.
You as a person in general?
Yeah.
Individually?
Yeah.
You would have earned 5 gold for that.
No, really? Is that a lot?
I mean, it's not the top end, no, but for a beginning fight, that's not bad.
Okay. Okay. 'Cause I just want to figure out how to make it so my dad doesn't have to fight all the time anymore. So I was thinking if I can keep winning and putting on an awesome show for people, because, I mean, did you see how everyone went crazy for me?
That's why you are my fighter now. You're not a Shaw, Spire, or whatever employee. You work here.
Okay. Wait, how did you know about the contract, by the way?
Because when I had to call Mr. Shaw about why you weren't here, that's what he told me.
He told you what?
He told me that you signed a contract with him.
Wait, am I actually working for him?
What, you didn't know about this?
What? No.
Well, you don't work for him anymore.
Well, okay, I'll talk to him. I'm not, I think there might be some, complications to that, idea.
Why would there be any
Mr. James.
complications? You work here, you don't work
Um,
there.
Because, I don't know if it's the same thing, so I can check, but it kind of seems like these contracts say that if you like don't work for uh Spire anymore, then they take away your injection.
Well, he'll have to go through me then.
And then if they take away your injection, then you might like die.
He's not touching you.
I mean, they have a lot of things. Can't I just do both? I don't know why you can't have me do both.
Because you could be gone for a fight night, and that's not acceptable.
Well, what if you just work with him and make sure he doesn't give me a job that goes within a fight night?
He lost my son. I'm not working with him anymore.
But he's trying to like find it.
You better find him.
Yeah.
I'll march right into his office. I'll choke him out myself.
Okay. Can I try to? I want to roll persuade on this next thing I want to say, if you let me.
Okay.
And just be like, hey, I get you're upset, cause like I'm upset too. I mean, Carter is basically my brother, and like Rodden's my best friend. But this was like a huge misunderstanding, and just maybe try to work with him.
You can roll that with disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine. That is very fair. Also, she's nervous, so. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, 15.
He just looks at you and says, "We'll see what he does when he gets my son back. Until then, you work here."
Okay. Okay. Hey, is there gonna be a problem about the whole me doing magic thing? I heard you got in a fight.
No, it's been resolved. You're not using a weapon. You're fine.
Okay, and I'll keep being fine.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'll make a big show out of it then. You'll be very happy. Okay, goodbye. And then she just like leaves.
She just kind of grunts and glares at you as you walk out.
Okay.
You run downstairs now to the basement and head over to your room where you and your dad stay, and open the door, and there's your dad kind of leaned up against the wall asleep.
Wait, can I actually do something before
What would you like to do?
I go in? Well, if it messes up with your scene, that's fine. I wanted to actually just call Mr. Shaw like straight up, like go outside the arena really fast.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, before you run downstairs, you run outside.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I figure, I think I know how to call him.
Okay. Give me just an intelligence roll.
Okay. Oh, I got a 17.
Okay, yeah, you call him just fine.
Cool. Are you gonna make a ringing sound?
No. I need a sound effect board. Just.
Yeah.
But he picks up and says, "Yes, Karis."
Hi. Ooh, I did it. Cool. Hi. So, I'm a little confused about some things.
What are you
I was
confused
hoping you
about?
could help me.
Aren't you on your way here?
Oh, no, I'm at the Iron Fist.
Why are you at the Iron Fist? Why aren't you on your way here?
Because I wanted to make sure that my dad knew I was alive.
Okay. Can you make this quick? Whatever it is. I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah. Well, it's just I didn't. Am I working for you?
I mean, kind of.
What? What does that mean?
I mean, you're being tested on right now. We gave you the injection, which was part of our experimental group, and we need to watch you for how it affects you and what happens with you. So you're going to be working for us in the way of you're going to be under observation and you're going to report back to me things that happen to you.
So it's different than Ren and Raya?
It's a little different, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just really confused right now because James is like really mad that I went on a mission with like for you because I like I wanted to help you, but now he's saying that I can't go at all and I can't do anything, and he's all like, I'm gonna like he has to go through me now, and I don't know what to do.
Uh, I mean, I know he's upset. I'll try to work things out with him. Sorry, I'm really busy right now. I'll try to get in contact with you later. You should come by
Okay.
the tower, so
Oh, you want?
I can pay you.
Oh, what? I get paid?
So you get paid. You're part of the team still.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, bye.
Goodbye.
Now I run downstairs.
Okay, now you run downstairs, open the door, there's your dad sleeping. There you go.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I will kind of creep up to him and poke him. Dad.
And he'll jolt awake. Karis! And he gives you a big hug.
Yeah, I hug him back. And she'll be like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it like 5 billion times until you feel better. I'm really, 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 really sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't want to worry you. I was thinking about it the whole time. I'm sorry.
Karis, I'm so glad you're back. He still seems like a little bit half asleep, but like the seeing you definitely is kind of giving him a jolt of energy.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just so worried about you. I mean,
I know. Okay, so I just thought that it would be like really quick and I would be back soon. And so I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. Like, I wasn't lying to you or anything. Like, I really just didn't think it was going to take very long. Then all of a sudden, we're like outside the city and we're like hours away from the Iron Fist, and my phone doesn't work, so I can't like tell you it's okay. And Raya's sister was like missing, and so if I left, like, that'd just like be leaving her to die. So then I came, and then we finally found her, and then I came back as fast as I could.
wow, that was a lot. Okay.
As he's like groggily half asleep.
You went outside the city?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Is this something you're gonna be doing a lot of? Going outside the city?
I don't know, Dad. It's kind of like complicated right now.
This look
Like,
of disappointment kind of goes over his face.
what?
I figured this day would come eventually.
What?
Just going to the outskirts.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why?
I mean, I just had to accept it's something that would happen. It's in your blood.
What? Huh? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
What? You can't just nothing that.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. 19.
Ooh, nice. And he just looks at you with kind of the sadness in his eyes and just is sitting there in his chair and says, I mean, it's your mother. Your mother left to go to the outskirts.
Huh? Why?
She wanted the life of adventuring outside the city. So she left me and you and goes off to live this dangerous life and ends up dying for it.
Oh, she's dead?
I mean, I'm sure she is if she doesn't come back here. From what I've heard from the trackers, she's dead.
The trackers?
Yeah, you know the trackers?
It looks like she's having a hard time remembering.
They're this group of people who live way to the south. They are explorers. They want to explore the outskirts. So as soon as your mother heard about that, she felt like that would be exciting, and she left to go do that.
Like, did you want her to stay?
Of course, I wanted her to stay.
Oh, she wasn't like one of your groupies?
I mean, she was more than just that. I mean, she's your mom too. Like, what kind of mother just leaves their child like that to go run around and have adventures?
Yeah, that's why we didn't need her. Like, if she was gonna do that, she obviously didn't care, so I don't care about her. I have you.
Yeah.
I mean, could she like do magic or something? Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Could she do like good weapon? Why? Like, I just don't know how many people that would like want to run around and do
Karis,
that.
Karis,
Hmm?
your mom isn't. Your mom's a sun elf.
Um. Oh, Ren talked about those. Oh, wait, Ren said that they were not very nice.
I mean, I don't know much about all of them, but I know, like, she was nice until she felt like her search for thrills was greater than the love for you.
Like what? How, when? Like, I mean,
When you were a newborn, you were a baby.
oh,
Left me with you, and I had to take care of you. Without her,
well, you did a good job.
yeah. Thanks, Karis. That's not the point, though.
I don't know. Wait, so you're saying I'm not like fully human?
Mm, technically not.
Oh. Why didn't you ever tell me? Like, you always change the subject.
I was scared you'd end up like her.
What, leaving you?
Yeah. I figured this day would come when you'd want to go on adventures like she does. And you'd leave me. And
Is there a reason why you thought that though? Like, you know I love you.
I don't know. I just see her and you all the time. I mean,
Really?
your excitement, you look like her. I mean, I see her when I see you. I just felt like it was inevitable that you were gonna leave too.
Um, I mean, uh, just because someone goes to the outskirts doesn't mean they're just gonna leave, right? Like once. I
Yeah. Just I see how much you enjoy it. I see how much you want to do it. How much you enjoy having your your powers. Your mother had powers too.
what?
Yeah.
What? Wait, huh? Wait, what powers? What?
She could do magic too.
Like, mine?
It's different than yours, but she can do some.
Like what? Like what could she do?
She did stuff with fire a lot.
Fire? Oh, I did something with fire.
Well, there you go.
Wait, did she have an injection from Mr. Shaw?
No, I think that just the elves have had something magic.
Oh. Okay. Did were you guys together for like a long time?
For a while until she left.
What does a while mean?
It was a couple of years.
Oh. Did you like love her?
Did.
Okay. Well, that sucks. It always kind of made me feel better that like maybe she was just some stupid person and it didn't matter.
And he's just kind of sitting there silently.
Well, just because I act like her, I guess, it doesn't mean that I'm just like what the heck, Dad? I wouldn't ever leave you. Especially after I find out that you took on Rodden's debt and you didn't tell me that.
Wait,
but now
what?
you have like
How,
way
did
more.
James tell you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look, I'm just glad you're back, Harris. I'm glad you're here. I don't want to lose you. And I mean, I've been trying to have all this debt on myself so you and Rodden can both leave here when you're 18 and do your own thing.
Why didn't you tell me that this whole time that you were that he had to be a fighter because he had so much debt?
I don't know. It just, I didn't want him to try to tell me not to do it. I guess. I just wanted it to be done already when he turned 18, and he could just leave.
She'll like take his hand and say, Dad, I don't know what's going to happen, but you're one of the best people I've ever known, and you're not going to be sitting here in debt either. No one's going to leave you. And I'm going to figure out a way to get you out too. So we both can do what we want.
He gives you kind of a little half-hearted smile.
But, I mean, is that why you're acting so weird after the fight? You were acting really weird after the fight.
I mean, I just don't want to see you be a fighter either. I don't want you to leave, but I don't want you to be a fighter like me.
Why, though? You're so cool.
Karis, I'm only cool when I win. And once I stop winning, then I'm no one cares.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Yeah, but that's the fighting world. That's how it works. If you're not winning, you're not important. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be valued for who you are, not for just winning for a battle bar.
Yeah.
You'd just be used if you were here. All you are is something to make him money. You're not valued as a person. You're valued for winning. And you deserve more than that.
Yeah.
I want you on your own path where you are valued and you are successful, because I know you can do so many things. Don't aspire to be like me. Be better than me.
Well, wherever I go, I'm just gonna take you out with me. So that's kind of like a non-negotiable, even if it takes a while.
Get yourself out first, though.
Yeah, Dad, that's the thing. Is it's kind of like really complicated right now because James is like being really weird about me staying, and then when and then apparently the contract that I signed with Mr. Shaw to get me in the experiment program meant that I have to like work for him sometimes. Like what happened? I thought I was just helping, but I guess I'm getting paid for it because it was like a job. And so, like, James is telling me I can't help out Mr. Shaw, and Mr. Shaw is wanting me to help out.
I mean, what do you want to do, Karis? Not
I just,
don't think about me in this, but what do you want to do? If you had the choice, what would your choice be?
I, uh, I don't know. I haven't thought about it, I guess.
Maybe think about that. Maybe think about a way you can get out of here. And I'll deal with James. But I mean, I don't know if you can go stay off with your friend or something to just get out of here and leave, so you're not trapped in this. I mean, if you decide you want to fight, fine. I'll let you do whatever you feel like. But I just want to see you living something better than this.
I mean, at least I want to help out until Carter comes back and Rodden.
Okay.
Because I don't want anyone to, like, be out on the streets because I won't help, you know? I don't mind. It's kind of fun.
Well, maybe once they get back, you and Rodden can go off and do your own thing. And hopefully I can follow shortly after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make so much money. But Dad, I mean, I was out on the waste. I don't know how they're ever gonna find Rodden. And at this point, like, she's been pretty, like, all over the place, but you see a little bit of, like, tears at the corner of her eyes. She's like, I saw a giant map. This is a huge map. Like, this is huge. It's huge. I don't know how he's ever gonna find Rodden or Carter. And what if they put like a V on him and then he's like, because he was like saying he was gonna work for him now if they do find him. Like I don't know. It was way bigger. Like it seemed like so easy at first. Like Mr. Shaw could find him like super quick, but it's been days now.
Karis, and he kind of like stands up and he walks over and he'll kind of get down, squat down, and put his hands on your shoulders and look at you, and say, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen to Rodden and Carter. I want them to come back. I'm hoping that Spire can do that. But I mean, that's why I'm afraid for you to just go off on these adventures. This world is bigger than just this city. There's dangers out there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And mean, if that's the direction you want to go in, I mean, I'll respect it. You can do as you want. I just ask that you come visit me from time to time. Or if you just want to stay in the city and find something else, that's great too. But, I mean, I want to keep you safe. And I want to see you be successful. So please don't make rash decisions. Think about things you do before you do them.
I'll try. Sometimes I just get excited. It just seems like it's the right thing.
Yeah, well, hopefully your
But-
friends can help you too. But Renan seems pretty level-headed,
He's cool.
so maybe
Yeah.
check with him to see if something seems good to do or not.
Okay. And like we did save someone, so that was cool.
That's really cool, Karis. I always knew you'd do great things.
She just hugs him.
And he'll give you a hug back. Alright. So we'll go over to our other two individuals. Taking their drive back to Spire Tower. And you guys got Melinda with you in the car as well. The guards are pretty quiet unless you guys talk to them. They just seem very focused on moving forward, getting to your location.
I think Rena would probably step up at some time and just ask one of them. Yeah, I'm. Or I don't. The helmet's on. Have we met yet? What's your name?
So you're saying this to the guards?
Yeah.
Okay. They just kind of like look back at you, and they're just like, "We'll get you there soon."
Right. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, have you guys had any luck finding others that were taken? I mean, I know we're kind of doing your job, while they're looking for them. So.
And the guy in the passenger seat kind of like looks back and glares at you for a second. Just said, "We're working on it."
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, I'm sure you guys are doing great. I was just curious. So, not yet. Okay. I mean, we've saved someone in a few days. Just done that. Anyways, thank you guys. Great work. Keep it up. Kind of like looks back at Ryan, a little like, ooh.
Yeah, they don't even respond to you at that point.
I'm kind of just quiet. I don't want to rile them up.
But
Doing okay, Melinda?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm just glad to be back in the city. I'm looking forward to getting a real meal in me and washing up, and definitely glad to be out of that basement.
Me too. And I think Renan will just try and send Kara's I don't know if there's emojis or not, the thumbs up and a question mark, or just you good and a question mark.
Okay. So you should quickly send off your little message to her.
Probably no response, but yeah.
How long does it take to get to the base?
Are you asking, or are you just...
I'll ask, sure. Like, how long till we get there?
We're almost there.
Cool. Okay. I'll look at Melinda and say, where are you gonna stay? Try and stay here? I'm sure Shaw wouldn't mind.
I mean, I'll just go home after this.
Okay. Probably best just rest up and, get better.
Yeah,
Where do you live? Do you live in the city?
I live with my parents still. Yeah, we live in the city.
It just kind of nods.
you guys eventually pull up in front of Spire Tower, and you're able to get out and walk in the front doors there.
Cool. Is Shaw anywhere to be seen or no?
He'd be likely up in his office, if anywhere. He's not in the entryway. But his assistant, Atha, is doing some paperwork at a desk over there nearby.
Okay. Is Melinda going home, or is she still is she just gonna get treatment here first?
She's still with you guys.
Okay. I'll look at her and say, let's find someone to look at your leg and make sure it's okay.
So, we're gonna bring in the wheelbarrow, right? Stuff.
Yeah, we'll bring it to Shaw's assistant. So can I actually take the wheelbarrow and take it over to his assistant right now?
Sure. You guys wheel it over to her, and she looks at you and says,
say,
you're back. Good. Glad you guys are back.
yeah, us too. Here's some stuff that my sister. Whoops, no, I didn't say that. Here's some stuff that they found before. They found trouble, so we just thought we'd bring it back for you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, let's go upstairs right now. Let's go see him. I'm sure he'd be glad to see you're all back.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
And you head to the elevator, squeeze in the wheelbarrow in the back first, and then kind of just walk into the front of it. And she pushes the button for the top floor, and you guys begin your rise in the elevator up. And it dings at the top and opens the doors again. And you're able to all get out and then kind of wheel the wheelbarrow back out again and make your way down the hallway to Shaw's office. Atha leads the way and walks in. Who's next?
Okay. Is Melinda with us still?
Melinda's still with you. Yep.
Does she need help walking?
You're helping her, yeah, probably.
Okay, I guess I'll go next.
Okay, with her?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys kind of limp in. And then there's a couch right by the doorway when you walk in that you can put her down on if you want to.
I'll help her on there.
Okay. And then, Renan, are you coming?
Yeah, I'll come in last with pushing the cart.
Okay. So, Atha walks in and just says, Mr. Shaw, they're back. And you hear him be like, oh, really? And then you walk in, Raya, with your sister, and you look over, and she's with another woman. And at this point, Renan, you turn in too, and this other woman, you guys realize, is a sun elf.
Oh.
And they both look over at you, Shaw, and this woman does, and instantly, Renan, you make eye contact with the sun elf woman. And
slack jaw, just staring back. I think just in shock.
Shaw is like, Atha, why didn't you tell me they were here? And she says, oh, I thought you just wanted them to come up. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were still busy in your lesson. Yes, should I take them back downstairs, or... And Shaw says, no, it's okay. We could take a moment. Lorith, would you excuse us just for a moment? I'm going to talk to these two quick and we can finish our lesson after that. And she says, yes, of course. And she walks slowly out of the room, and she's eyeing you up, Renan, as she walks out.
How older is she?
Right, you can give me an insight roll.
Okay.
And Renan, she's definitely older than you. You know it's kind of hard to tell once elves get a little older where they are, but you can tell she's a bit older, more mature, I guess.
I got a 14 for insight.
Yeah. You said 14?
Yeah, can I tell like if she's being like or is it like eyeing up in the sense of like scanning him to make sure he's like someone she knows or
I mean, you can tell that Renan has definitely piqued her interest. There's something about just seeing him that just she's really latched on to him. Like she's barely even looking at you and your sister.
Okay.
She's been trained in on Renan this whole time. But she walks out, and Etha says, "Again, I'm sorry, Mr. Shaw," and she'll leave. And
So
Shaw,
look real quick, Mark. I'm
yes,
sorry. Looking like as Renan's like following her, like stare, like he would be like following her gaze and like watching her go out. Two questions. One, would she look anything similar to the ones that he's met before? And two, would he recognize any sort of relation? Obviously, he doesn't know anything about Karis, but like
yeah.
knowing how like Ryan and Melinda look alike, does this look like Karis' mother or anything? Like,
So, I mean, looking at her, you definitely see the features that are attributed to the Sun Elves. The golden, uh, golden tan skin color, the typical darker hair color. Hers is more of like a darker brown color, so it's a different color than Karis's. Um, you don't see a lot of features that really stand out to you as anything. You don't recognize her, anything like that. But you definitely know she's a Sun Elf. She's got kind of that pointed ear thing going on, and yeah, just definitely a Sun Elf, but no other recognition besides that.
and is there any reaction as far as like his magic or his like connection with the mother, or like, or not the mother, the like the Moon Lady? Is there any connection to that? Like, is anything reacting in presence of another Sun Elf?
So in that just kind of like few seconds as she walks by, you don't sense anything.
Cool. Yeah, he's just in shock and just kind of like watching her walk down the hallway.
Yep. So she just walks out and turns and heads out. And Shaw will go and he'll say, "I'm sorry about that. I wish I would have been more prepared for you to come. I mean, I knew you were in town, but I was trying to wrap things up before you arrived."
Does he seem flustered or does he seem like embarrassed? What's his mood?
Give me another insight roll.
Okay. 16.
You definitely get the sense that he did not want you to walk in on what he was doing.
Yeah.
I guess, do we know the
J.D. Shaw. All right.
what are the reputation of like Sun Elves? Like, are they really rare? Do they are they known to be like, would I know anything about them?
Give me a history roll.
Let me see. I'm not rolling nearly as well as I was last week. I did really well last week.
You did do really well last week.
I just kept hitting the high numbers. 12.
Okay. I mean, you have heard of they exist.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know much about them though. They're really really rare to be seen in the city. So.
Are they known to be particular? I mean, would I know anything about them being like powerful, or would it be shady to be associated with one? I guess that I know of, or no?
Rumors are they might have magic. They keep to themselves. Typically, they live in the woods. That's about all you know about them.
Okay. Why not? I'll ask him. I'll kind of look at Shaw and be like, "Who was that?"
She teaches me magic.
Oh, do you have injections too?
Yes, I've received injections.
Oh, and how's the magic lessons going?
They are coming along. I mean, I'm trying to progress my skill every day. But she comes in once a month to receive supplies for her people, and in exchange for that, she gives me some magic lessons.
She's a Sun Elf, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Are they good at magic?
Um, they have a long history of magical knowledge. And he's kind of like
Hey, Mark.
looking over at you, Renan, a lot too, as this whole conversation's going on.
Yeah, and Mark, funny enough, I was actually going back and reading some of the stuff you gave us in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Does Renan know everything that you sent me? Or is that just a player guide?
I think
The knowledge on the elves.
I think everything I sent you is stuff that you would likely know. So, I mean, I guess if you want to specifically ask me something, you can let me know. But
Right. I think after Raya said that, he's kind of caught off. Like his voice is a little shaky. He's going. As far as I knew, I thought our tribes lost our magic power. I think we really had access to it recently, right?
that is true. But she's teaching me more of how to do it, not showing me her own. She had magic at one point, and she's lost it. So she's
Why
been
would you want to hide that from us? From me, in particular.
hide what from you?
The fact that you're dealing with sun elves as well. Are you working with any other moon elves?
I am not. Um, and he's kind of like looking over at Raya and Melinda now too. Just she seems to be holding back right now on talking.
He picks that up and then he'll just say, would this be matters that we can discuss later then if you want to keep it private?
Of course, we can discuss it, Brennan. But I see you brought Melinda back. That is wonderful. Good work. I don't want to assume anything, but I notice Kelvin is not with you, though.
Yeah, he didn't make it, unfortunately.
I'm very, very sorry, Melinda, for your loss. He was a good man. And she just kind of smiles and nods at him and says thank you. I see you brought in a bunch of supplies, though. Wonderful. I'll be sure you are paid very well for these, Melinda. We'll go through those later, and I'll make sure you get payment. But, are you all okay, though? How was your journey? Can you share with me what happened?
Well, we made our way into, further out to the city. We found Calvin's body with some Dracto, but it didn't look like Dracto had been the ones that had gotten him. He was cut a lot, and it looked like all of his bones were removed, which we thought was strange. Have you ever heard of that?
I have heard of bodies being found that way.
What have you heard about it? Do you know anything else?
Just that it's happened. There's been a body or two, I believe, found nearby the city that had their bones all removed. But
Who is behind it or associated with this?
I do not know who is doing this. That's being
Is he
investigated.
holding back still?
You can give me an insight roll for that.
He's still in shock. Natural one.
Yeah, you can't tell, but he just says, I mean, the Skull Crushers, I believe, are watching out for anything like that. I mean, everyone should try to be smart when they travel throughout the city and be careful when near the edges of the city. But I haven't seen or heard many stories about it besides the couple. So I guess it's really unfortunate that it happened to Kelvin, though. That's really sad. I'm very sorry again.
I don't know what purpose they would have for taking bones. I mean, that's just strange to me.
As it is to me, I'm not sure what the purpose of that would be.
Kind of was thinking about that on the walk home, Sean. You inject us with these serums. Does this serum or whatever happens to us, does it affect our blood? Does it go into our bones at all? Would that have any relation? Or bone marrow or anything?
I mean, from what we have seen, it affects everything about you. So it definitely affects your physiological makeup.
It's like holding back still with information on this. Like, can I tell?
You can roll an insight too.
I like rolling insight apparently. Man, just stinkers across the board. We're gonna have 10.
Is there any cooldown on insights? Because like I know his insight will be real up right now.
Yeah, I mean you're still in shock, I think, from your natural one, but
yeah, I figured.
But I mean, from what you guys can tell, he's being as forward as he normally is with you. You don't sense anything.
I'll
I think
just
that's what he
say,
wants us to know. Yeah.
yes, he wants this thing. No, I'll just say, I think she's hurt though. Her leg, was hurt, and Renan healed her for the most part. But do you have anything that could help her?
Yes, we can. I can get some of my doctors on that and make sure she's all right. Uh, Here, and he grabs his phone real quick and he starts putting in a message on that. Says, okay, hopefully someone will be here soon. But payment for you guys. And he opens up a drawer in his desk and he pulls out some coins and he puts them on the table and he says, "Here you go. You guys are welcome to distribute this amongst yourselves. And I greatly appreciate you bringing Melinda back. She is truly a wonderful asset to have supply me with such great equipment here, and it would be a real loss to lose her as well as Kelvin. And I'm glad at least we can see her safely come home. So, thank you very much for this. I really appreciate it."
Yeah. Thank you. And I'll take the money.
Okay. So you have 50 gold that you can distribute as you see fit.
I take it all. I'm kidding.
Chase her, get her. No.
I'll just kind of put it. I'll just hold it for a minute. And then, yeah, I guess I'm done. I don't have anything else to say, so I'll just start heading out of the room if possible.
Okay. So you begin to leave.
Mhm.
Before you leave,
Any update
Shaw
on
kind of waves to you real quick and says, "Before you go, Raya, I have something for you." And he pulls out a phone from his desk and he says, "This is for you, so I can get in contact with you. Do you know where you'll be staying?"
I mean, I thought here, I guess. Still, I don't really have anywhere else to go. But wait, wait for a second? Would I be able? Like, is my house still around, or is it close to here? Is it really far away? Where's my old house?
Your house is closer to where the Iron Fist is, where you were initially. So you'd have to go kind of all the way across the city to get there.
Okay, I'll just say, well,
the skull crushers in the area, know who I am, and if I came back, I don't think it'd go well. So I thought I was just gonna stay here for a while, if that was okay.
We can work on finding you housing here, I guess.
Okay, great. Yeah, it will help now that I have some money. Oh, and I guess I'll take I'm sorry, how much do we get per job? I forgot what you said. 50?
50.
50. Okay. So I will give I guess I'll count out really fast 16 gold or dollars or whatever and give it to um Renan, and then yeah, just have the rest.
Okay. So you got 16 now.
Thanks. He's like more than he's ever had. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Raya, I've never really asked this before. Can I have your number? Just that way
Sure,
we
yeah.
can message
And
you.
so
Just like for jobs, just
yeah,
stuff like that.
I got you. I got you. So I give it to him, and then I
Cool.
say,
Okay.
"Do you have Karis's too?"
Yeah. Here you go.
Okay, and then I'll
She doesn't really text back well, so you might want to call most of the time. But
Okay, good to know. I'll text her and just say like, "This is Raya," and that's all. And so that way she knows
Okay.
she has my number. She
Okay,
has my number.
sounds good.
So then
not sure if that's gonna work, but okay.
okay, that's fine. And then I'll say, are you gonna see Kara soon or no?
Yeah, I hadn't heard back from her yet. I was probably gonna walk past the Iron Fist on my way home.
Here,
Which I was
can
gonna
I?
say too, if you need a oh, okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if you needed a place to stay, my place is simple, but at least it's away from the Skull Crushers.
Oh,
And platonically, not we're just doing jobs, like nothing
thanks. I think
ass-beating.
I don't
Anyways.
know. I may try to see if my place is clear. I'll check, but oh, here, and I'll give you the other 16 gold and say, just give this to Karis on your way back if you can. Make sure she gets it.
Sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
You gonna be okay going checking out your place? Do you want me to go with you?
I'll be okay. Like I said, I don't know if I'll go right now. I may rest for a little bit and then, we'll see. But thank you.
You're a lot more sneaky without me anyway, so yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think that stealth would probably be my direction I'd be going anyway. So I'm not going to be beating
Alright.
up any skull crushers anytime soon. So
Well, got my number if you need me to come help.
thanks. I'll let you guys know. And I will look at Melinda and say, I'll meet you outside before you leave.
Okay, yeah, hopefully I will be out soon. And eventually, like you do walk out, you're able to make your way downstairs and just kind of wait for a while. Some doctors do arrive, and they take Melinda with them to go give her some treatment, and they head off. And you are left, Renan, with Mr. Shaw. So,
While he was talking to Raya and like all that, he kind of like unstrapped the shield that's still there, I guess. um, and he kind of like unstrapping it, putting it down. I was like, oh, that's gonna be sore. I don't use that muscle often. Anyways, um, yeah, and it's still kind of like awkward and like looking at Shaw, and there's like that tension of what happened earlier. But he's as the other places it down, he just goes, so bringing back Melinda, have you heard anything on the search for the other ones? Auden and Porter?
we're still working, still trying to find any leads, but it seems like they've kind of crawled into their holes and are hiding right now. And really makes me wonder what they're up to. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep the search up and do everything we can to find them. But I do have some news for you. You asked me to go check in on that village.
Yeah.
I guess I'm sorry that you walked in on that meeting. I'm sure that was a bit uncomfortable for you.
It wasn't really uncomfortable. It was a little bit of a shock, but
Well, I heard from the village that a few years back there was an attack on the village, and it was an attack from Sun Elves. They came and they attacked that village looking for a moon elf, and the moon elf fled, and out of anger, the Sun Elves that invaded killed off a member of their village. I believe it was the man you
like his
you were asking about.
Brandon's jawline had kind of been like tight and tense, and after hearing that, he kind of stumbles backward, sits on the couch, out of breath.
Seems like you were close to this individual. Do you call him Pops, I believe?
Like nods silently, getting back tears.
He'll
Sure.
he'll walk over towards you and just kind of sit down next to you and say, I'm quite sorry to bring this news to you, Renan. This is why I didn't want to have you cross paths. I thought you knew, but apparently you didn't.
Know that I got him killed.
So now that I have this knowledge, I hope to understand more from Laura, maybe what happened, why that would happen, if this was just its own group operating on its own, but I guess if you have anything you'd like to tell me, you don't have to do it now, but if you have any information you'd like to share to shed some light on the situation that you think might be important, I'm always open to hear it.
Um, and then is like holding the religious necklace that his pops gave him, and kind of choking back tears, he asks, "What about his kids?"
From what I hear, they're still there. They are still living in the village. His son, I think, has started picking up his fishing business. I think it was Charles was his name. And
Yeah,
Laura,
he's a lousy fisher, but do all right.
I believe Laura helps out with some of the people in the village as well. But I think she's just a young one still. But they are both there, from what I hear.
Renan's probably fully breaking down at this point, tears streaming down and closing his eyes, but he's going to pray to the woman.
Okay.
Does he feel comfortable with Shaw? Do you feel like she is giving him any direction with him?
Um,
Or like that peaceful heartbeat that he's continued to have whenever he does this?
why don't you give me just a wisdom roll?
Ah, good old Brennan, wise old man. 8 minus 1, that's a 7.
Okay.
He's emotional.
I mean, you start praying. You kind of have those tears in your eyes. You feel Shaw kind of put his arm around you and give you one of those like manly side hug type things. Um, I mean, it's not like anything that immediately just is like, this is awful, I can't handle this. Like, you don't sense anything. Um, it's maybe a little comforting, but I mean, you still are just kind of unsure about him as a person. But he's at least the vibe you're getting is he's trying to be comforting to you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, whatever you need to know. I mean, what kind of questions do you have?
I mean, I guess I'm just curious why they'd be willing to kill somebody over you.
When I was born, raised by my parents, I was born with the full markings that you've seen previously. And apparently, from what they taught us, these markings faded when we all came here. No, our tribe, we were refugees. Or the tribe was being attacked. And then we ended up here. We were running away. The Sun Elves happened to arrive here at the same time, but they were searching for something. I think treasure or legend, I don't know. But our tribes apparently didn't seem to get along. We were opposites of each other. When we got here, the elves aged, lost their powers. But supposedly when I was born with these markings and some crazy prophecy or some story that I'm gonna be some part of saving the elves or whatever. I was kind of sheltered and kept safe, but a lot of pressure. Be singled out like that. Couldn't take it. I ran. That's when I ran to village. When Pops took me in, protected me, tried to protect me. I think that's why I'm assuming the Sun Elves are after me. They think that believe these same little fairy tales that the Moon Elves did too, that I can key to something. How they could think a young kid could save a whole race of people, but I don't know.
That's a lot. Fate, it's a real question. Is it real? Is it something people just kind of throw around there to make them feel good. Guess that's an answer that I'm looking for too.
Renan kind of looks at Shaw, like directly in the eyes. Says, what do you believe in?
What do I believe in? When it comes to fate, or
Deities or spirits or higher beings, illuminants, eight, however they're intertwined.
I've always had difficulty with the thought of higher beings. Why they are higher than us. I mean, being here, living in protection of luminance, is definitely something that is. I mean, I appreciate that, but I also don't want to be subjected to that. I want to be able to make myself stand on my own, to be able to protect myself and those around me through my own means, without subjecting myself to something higher. I don't know how much of a gap there is between me and the luminance, but I believe in myself. That through enough study and knowledge, I can rise up and make this world a better place.
It's kind of hard to question. Illuminance is letting people pour water out of their hands without injections.
I guess that's all good. I admit that's there. I just don't know why I can't be there. What would stop me from being in that position as well?
You try?
If destiny is real, if fate is real, I certainly hope that I can keep growing in power and ability. But I'm not sure if it is real, so I'm just going to keep going and learning. I mean, he motions over to the wheelbarrow of electronics and just says, knowledge is power in my mind. And the more I know, the stronger I can be.
Yeah. I understand how you would feel that way. Do you lose someone or something to make you feel like you had to gain power to protect?
I just know that there is a threat out there, or threats out there, whatever the darkness that the people at the beacon talk about. Whoever's stealing bones from people's bodies, whatever causes people to just walk into a village and murder others. There's evil out there. But I want to.
Is he holding back some sort of personal engagement with that?
You can roll insight.
16.
16. Okay. Um. You feel like he's being pretty, like, forthright with what he's saying. Um. He's choosing his words carefully. You can tell, but you don't sense like he's hiding a lot from you.
Just trying to be sensitive and careful. Yeah.
But he says, I mean, I know I trust myself. And people out there are questionable about why they do the things they do and who they are and what they want. But I know what I want. So I trust myself.
I think I've learned not to trust myself. And a lot of people killed. If I can trust in, said, whatever name is associated to fate, whatever's happened to me. Definitely led straight to Melinda. Whatever this woman is, dream that I told you about. That's real. Something there for sure.
So maybe you should put more thought into what fate means for you, Brennan.
If I choose to continue, it's not much of a choice, but as I choose to continue to learn to fight and hopefully our goals stay aligned, sounds like they are. Read that was my hesitancy in the first place. Is that just who I am or who people think I am? People in danger. If you can either help me hone this power or help me protect people like Raya and Karis from that. Be committed to the cause. The second they're in danger, that's where my priorities lie. Can't get anybody else hurt.
I can't promise you won't experience danger. And I feel like the more you work to protect people, the more danger you're going to expose yourself to. But ultimately, in the end, I think it's worth it, isn't it?
I'm not worried about the danger I'm going to put myself in. I'm worried about the danger that your connection to those that are looking for me I put others in. Is I like nodding and kind of like giving the inclination that he's talking about the sun elf that was in here before.
Ah, I see.
Could just be as open with me as you are with her. Appreciate it.
I will do my best to make sure that nothing bad will come from this.
As she asked previously about any Munos?
She has not asked me about them before, but I guess I'll have to see her response to the situation.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
And Shaw sees the crumpled guilt, like kind of in Renan's face, like his eyebrows. Oh, he's holding back a lot of emotion and guilt. I'll go check in on Karis. Unless there's anything else you need me for.
No, that's all. I just wanted to pass along what I found out, and thank you for sharing.
Just kind of nods. Thank you. I'll get up and grab his shield, I guess. Are walking out.
He kind of looks at that as like, is that like a shield or something for you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. He kind of smiles, even amidst everything. He goes, I told her I'd be a shield for others. All right to have a shield.
Well, should probably go get that a little easier to use. It looks a little awkward right now. I have that set up. Go check out Ace Steelworks. Maybe they can help you.
Sure. I'll do that.
And he'll walk you out of the office. And turn. There's a room that he starts turning to off to the right, and you're going to the left down the hallway to the elevator. And he says, "I'll go continue my lesson and tell everybody I wish them the best. And I will see you, hopefully, with good news soon."
Thank you. He kind of on his best smile that he can muster. But he will leave and wait outside.
Okay.
If he can try and get a glimpse of this woman leaving.
Okay. So, I mean, he's walking down the hall away from the elevator, and he looks in this room at the end of the hallway, and he just kind of like shouts out, "Laura," and looks around like down the hallway and like he's looking for her. You get to the elevator and push the button, and the elevator opens up, and Shaw looks like he's walking through all the open doorways on this floor and just kind of looking around and looking inside. Looks like he's looking for her, but not finding her. Do you get on the elevator?
I guess he'll kind of hold it open, just yelling. I mean, he hears Shaw yelling, right?
Yeah, he hears Shaw being like, "Lorith, where are you?" Just kind of walking around.
Is everything okay?
Looks like she's left. Hope that's not something to be concerned about. Be careful, Renan. I'm gonna see if I can get in touch with her.
Sure. Okay. I'll leave.
You watch as Shaw walks back to his office, and the elevator doors close, and you begin riding down to the first floor. And you get to the first floor, the doors open. You're able to walk outside, and you find Raya there.
I can probably tell something happened. I'm assuming something's wrong.
Um,
Like, do you say you're crying and stuff, right?
uh, yeah, I mean, he looks definitely like he's holding back
Okay.
strong emotions, probably some puffy eyes.
So, hey, are you okay? What happened in there?
Um, got some bad news about some people that were important to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Um, she just looks awkward. Do you need to talk about it, or are you okay?
I'll talk about it later, but yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay. Um, did you see where that woman went?
No, I was gonna find that out myself. I
No.
was waiting for her, but she wasn't upstairs. See her
That
come through
was
the elevator?
no. That was strange. I guess, Mark, did I see her like go a direction or no?
No, I mean she left the room before you guys left, so you do not
Okay.
know where she went.
And she
No, I
didn't have
didn't
any
see her.
markings on her, right?
You did not see any.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, Mark, I know Shaw had mentioned for me to come to the tower at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So just let me know when I would be there, I guess, because I would probably head out after to
Okay.
talk with my dad. But I don't need to be here right now. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's a long walk, so it'll probably be a
Yeah,
little bit
so
before you get here.
that's fine. I'm just letting you know she's headed in that direction at some point.
Yeah, you got some weird messages on your phone too. You don't know what they say, but
Yeah, for sure. So like, yeah, maybe I should just maybe that means I need to go to the tower like before
okay.
anything else.
So yeah, you're on your way. But you two, Renan and Raya, you're both at the tower talking. Anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
So you and Melinda are gonna be okay? You have a place to go?
Yeah, yeah. I think she's just going home. I'll find a place though. I probably need to find a place that's closer to here, or a place that I'm not going to get kicked out of the city. I'll
I
be
want to
fine though.
stay at the Iron Fist.
Um, sure. I guess I will tonight. I don't really want to stay at Shaw's base much longer.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that either.
So did both of you go off to Iron Fist, or are you?
Sure.
I'll give her the money since if she's gonna go to the Iron Fist to give to Karis.
Okay.
He'll probably just say, I'm just gonna head home.
Yeah, I'll give Karis her share, and guess I'll see you later.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And I look like briefly concerned, but I'm not like I don't know. I don't really know how to talk to him, so I'll just be like, okay, let me know if you need anything. Start walking away.
He gives her a smile. Just, thank you.
Okay. You both separate. Raya heading towards the Iron Fist, and Renan heading to your home, which isn't too far from here. But, you both leave, and that's where we'll end today's session. So.
I was gonna say, one last thing for Renan
Okay.
would be when he gets home, he was just gonna drop his shield and katana like on the ground, like once he gets inside. He just starts like screaming and just crashing and breaking everything in his house. And just grieving.
Yeah.
And that's what he does.
Yeah. Some rough news for sure for him today. So yeah, we'll end there, and we'll pick up next week with where this will continue onward.
Dun dun dun.
But thank you everybody who showed up and decided to watch this, whether it's here on Twitch with us now or if you're watching it in the future on YouTube. We really appreciate you coming along on this journey and being part of this. Again, remember to follow us on Twitch and give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube, and we really appreciate all of you being here. I hope you enjoyed it. We hope you'll tune in to our next stream on next Sunday at 2 Central Time. So we'll be back here for another session, and we hope we get to see you then. Thanks again. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.
Bye.